This nigga old. This nigga old.
Hold
Uncle
on, who the
Sharp.
oldest?
That's me.
Smoke,
Yeah,
aren't
it's
they?
Saute,
How
nigga.
old are
What the
you?
fuck you talking about?
How old are you, Tay?
I'm 32.
Damn!
Damn, son.
Oh,
I know you still do it.
Welcome to another episode of the new OGs podcast. We back again with another episode, round 2. No Diddy.
Yes, sir.
No Diddy.
That's crazy. That's crazy work.
But you know, we got the crew here today. Myself, we got Dive, we got Big Mar TV, and we got
Yep.
Tay. Tay 614. Sound like a rap name.
Good. Am I in the booth after this?
Oh, we.
I'm weak.
All right, but today we're gonna be talking about a lot of things, a lot of hoop, and then whatever else we feel like talking about. But
Cool.
we're gonna get started on that Cavs game from Sunday when Orlando snapped that was a 16-game winning streak.
Yeah.
Even though it
16.
wasn't, because Cleveland usually score more points than that, but even though it wasn't a high scoring game, the Magic came off with the win. How you feeling about that, Sante, as a resident Knicks fan? Or not said Knicks, Cavs
I'm
That
fan.
nigga said Knicks.
I'm
The
about
resident
to say,
Cavs
what?
fan.
But nah, I mean, all good things come to an end. That was our second 16 win streak this season. But I mean, we was out one of our key pieces, and Evan Mobley. I know niggas don't really want to give him his real, but we lost 18 points and some rebounds that could have helped us win. But end of the day, they played ball pretty much all the playoffs all over again last year. I give them that.
Y'all went to game 7, right? Or game 6?
I want to say 7. I want to say 7.
Okay. Are y'all scared of Orlando or what?
No, we not.
It seemed
Nah.
like they could beat y'all.
I mean, any team can get beat though. They wanted that one.
Yeah,
I mean,
but like Orlando, they pretty consistent. Y'all be smacking everybody else, but Orlando is like they got y'all kind of figured out.
They do, but there's like in the day, like we already clinched the playoff spot. We ain't really working for nothing but other than the playoff and championship. These niggas is still trying to get out the play in, probably. So
I don't even know
they
what
more
seeding
hungry
they
than
are.
us.
Hold on, let me see.
And we average 120 points per game. So like it's just
that's not fair though, because at the beginning of the season they had injuries, right? They should be like a 4th or 5th seed realistically if they didn't have the injuries.
Now, yeah.
So yeah, they
every team got injuries.
No, but I'm saying like they play like a 4th or 5th seed. If they're in the 8th spot, it's only because niggas was injured in the record. But once they get everybody back, they playing like a 4th or 5th seed, maybe even 3rd seed.
Who they gonna get back?
No, I'm saying like because Paulo was injured for a little bit, Franz was injured for. Now they're back.
Too.
And now they're
came back.
You know what I'm saying? Now they're back to full health, and they can make a decent playoff run. I feel like if everything click.
When you say decent, how decent you talking?
I said they can make it out. They might be able to make it out the first round. That's better than last year.
I mean, it really depends on who they play that first.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. If they play the Cavs, I don't know. That's gonna be a good series.
Because more than likely, what they'll end up doing is probably playing. I think they'll probably end up playing like who would they play? Miami, probably.
In the play-in?
Yeah.
They smacking Miami.
Nah. I think Miami's they're gonna tank. They're gonna tank.
They have to.
I think they don't even care.
They 29 and 39, so
yeah. They don't even got a chance to get in the playoffs for real. It's over with for
them. You think they regret trading Jimmy?
Of course.
I don't think so. I think they trying to rebuild that team for real. You can't rebuild with Jimmy.
But they rebuilding in the draft? Do they even got any draft picks?
I mean, I'm pretty sure they do, but
I mean, also you got the free agency too. You don't got to pay no tax.
But you got to think about who really going to want to go to Miami though.
That's what I was just about to say.
Miami,
it's a nice place, but yeah, like who's about to be a free agent? Let me see.
I mean, it's a lot of stars about to be free agents.
Well, it's a lot of people being a free agent.
But it's just like, yeah, I get like everybody would want to go to Miami, like to live, not to play. I just don't see nobody wanting to go play at Miami. Like definitely the way that things were just handled with Jimmy, I think that kind of hurt them too. So,
I
But
don't
Jimmy
think
just
it hurt.
Jimmy's soft for. I hate Jimmy for real.
I was gonna say I don't think it hurt the team's reputation or nothing. I feel like it hurt his rep.
nah.
Because you basically ain't get your way, and what you did was throw a temper tantrum to get out. That doesn't hurt the team.
I mean, no, because he literally said that they weren't using him the way he wants to play basketball. He wasn't being used the way that he should have. And I mean, look how he's playing with the Warriors.
But he can't say
he?
that because he was playing the way he was playing when he went to the championship the whole time. His whole
How
tenure
was
there,
he
he was
not
playing.
being used?
I don't know exactly how he wasn't
Oh,
being used,
okay.
but
So
first that he wasn't being
KD
used.
coming up. Bradley Beal,
what now?
LeBron, Dame, Luca, Trey, Kyrie.
Hey, I told Dave a crazy theory that I think it's going to happen, but we'll just wait after this topic though. I think AD probably going to go back to the Lakers.
Why?
Low key, the way that I was thinking, I think AD and Kyrie might try to go back if they stay. If
Because you think
Luka
about
stay.
this, because if you so Dallas trades, they trade Luka for AD. So now Luka can't even get the max contract anymore. He can't get a super max.
Yeah,
So now you're searching in free agency for a super max player. LeBron only got one more year left in his contract.
Right.
So what you gonna do? You about to go ahead and just bring back AD? You already got a team now. You already got a team.
I would leave AD where he is, but man, all that cap space that will be cleared up when he does leave. You can get anybody. Don't get an injury prone AD back. I feel like he was a problem. All in all,
He wasn't no problem. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. You said a
he
problem.
stay hurt. He's not.
That's fine, but when he's healthy, he's a monster. He wasn't a
He's not
problem.
healthy often.
That is true.
He's a top 5 player.
That is true.
He's a top 5 player in the league.
You said
He
top
just
been
5.
long enough.
You said top 5 player in the league
when he's healthy.
I'll do more top 10.
I can agree when
top
he's healthy.
10, Top 10.
When he's healthy, bro.
I don't know about top 5.
No, because you remember when he was healthy. This I think it was the first couple games of the season. This thing was like getting 30 and 15 like every game. Like it was fight work.
Okay, so if he's top 5, who's the 4? Who's above him? Who's above him?
Like
just curious. I just want to know. Yeah, I just want to know.
So he'd probably be like, he'll be 5. I mean, I'm gonna go KD. When healthy, well, he's been healthy for the last couple of years, but if he stays healthy,
right.
he's definitely number 1. Curry might be 2 if he stays healthy.
Yeah.
AD is 5. I go Giannis maybe 4.
What about
the
and MVP
then Luka probably.
What about Jokic, the best player in the fucking world?
I don't know. I can't because I think
you put AD over Jokic.
Yeah.
I don't even like when we talk about
low key. We talk about all around though, because Jokic don't play defense.
It don't matter. He does everything else. He does everything else.
But don't you want an all around player?
I just need you to pass, score, and rebound. He can do that.
So you got a cone on defense, so every big man can is scoring you with ease.
Who's scoring on Jokic with ease?
Who can't score on Jokic?
Name one person who's scoring on Jokic with ease. Who's doing it with ease?
Scoring on this nigga with ease.
How many points did he score?
I'm about to go tell you.
Please look it up.
It's not hard.
If it's not 30 plus, then we're not talking about anything.
What big man has to score 30 plus? All he has to do is score on this nigga.
Jokic is scoring 30
every game.
Jokic is scoring 30.
You literally just said a big man has to score 30 plus every game against him. Just him.
I didn't say that. Did I say that?
You said if he's not scoring 30 plus, then he's not
right. I said that game. If he did not score 30 plus on Jokic, he's not scoring on him with ease.
A cone on defense.
Okay, so how much should he score?
I'm about to go check. But what I'm saying is he doesn't have to score 30 to say that he's not a cone. That nigga doesn't
what is
have
a cone? He's averaging like 20 some points, right? Bam is averaging like 20 some points. Or maybe like 18 or something.
For Jokic he is a top 10 player
how much he
in the league. But I think on a healthy day, bro, I guarantee you, bro, a lot of niggas and girls is probably
Like,
picking AD over Joker.
no, the only thing elite about AD is his defense. Jokic, he's an elite passer. He's an elite
AD was
rebounder.
AD is a center that plays point guard too, so they do the same exact thing, but one gives you more on defense. I'm picking AD.
But one gives you way more all around.
Yeah, he gives you way more playmaking and way more scoring options and second chance points with
but
his
you
rebounds.
gotta think about it. But the reason why he's getting more playmaking because they focus their whole offense to him.
Yeah,
The Lakers focus their offense to Austin Reeves and LeBron.
they was trying to do it with AD. They was trying to make him the focal point, but this nigga, I don't know, he just was too passive. LeBron was like, "This is his team. He's the first number one scoring option." That's what LeBron said.
No, LeBron a damn lie.
Yeah, same as always.
But I'm just saying. But
I see what you're saying.
we talking about the Lakers already, so you see what the white boy Kobe did to the Spurs? Dropped 30 on him.
He said,
dropped
Kobe,
30.
that's crazy.
That's white boy Kobe. Kobe's his favorite player. He was talking shit about Bron on Twitter too. He said something about Bron. This was like when he was younger, and now they teammates.
I feel like a lot of people do that though.
Yeah.
They'll talk shit. They'll talk shit about a player or beef with a player in the league, and then next thing you know, they become teammates.
Yeah. But now the Lakers looking good, and then you got Austin Reeves, the best third option in the league.
It's crazy because like people was tripping on I think his name is like Nick Wright or something like that. Yeah, analyst.
Yeah.
But he was saying he'll take him over Bradley Beal. Everybody was like, "Oh, you tripping?
As a third option?" Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, as a third option. Yeah.
Why would you take Beal?
Huh?
Why would you want to take Beal?
Hold on. So hold on, dog. Hold on, dog.
He'll take Beal. No,
you gotta listen. You gotta listen to the whole statement, though. We said as a third option.
Mm-hmm.
We're taking Austin Reeves as a third option.
No, what he said, he was like, "Why would you take Beal though?"
That's
so he wasn't disagreeing with us. He was agreeing with us.
Okay.
I thought he was disagreeing with us at first.
Okay.
It sounded like he was disagreeing.
No, I'm saying for people saying he's tripping, why would you go with Beal over Reeves? It doesn't make sense.
It's because what he did in Washington.
They think about the Wizards, Bill.
Yeah.
In the past.
Yeah.
But that's when he was number one option though.
He was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah, now he not. So he not gonna have them 7 points.
Yeah.
Stuck in the glory days. But before we get too far past it, though, I did want to bring up something because you said we was talking about healthy in your top 5, and we kind of like moved past it. But I wanted to bring it up real quick. If we talking about top 5 when healthy, you telling me that you don't think that Joel Embiid when healthy is better than AD?
No. I can't even say that because that nigga ain't never really been.
Well, if you really think about it,
MVP.
I don't know because he just like it's hard for me to accept these niggas as being like MVP or top when all they do are baiters. He's just like Shea. He's just like a big baiter. Pause. Like he literally always trying to get a foul. When he don't get it, he flopping or crying. Like, it's so bad. But I low key blame the refs now because they call everything, so they expect him to get everything, and when they don't, they just play terrible. Yeah.
But isn't that a skill though? Being able to draw fouls?
No.
I don't think so. If you do it legitimately, like if there's legitimate contact, but when you're selling, no, that's not a skill.
That's an advantage. It's putting my team in a better position. Me doing that. And
he wasn't putting them in a better position.
But I'm saying he was getting points though off of those, right?
Yeah, not all the time.
Free buckets. Those free buckets.
Yeah, but then again, it's like you doing that, and you trying to but then it's like in that game, you'll probably get it. I'll say he tried to do it 20 times. He'll probably get it 10, probably 11. Now you got 9 other possessions where you could have scored, but you want to force this. Now y'all down all these points because you keep trying to force something.
But
now the main number one option, who is Tyrese Maxey, can't get into his groove because you keep trying to draw a foul. It's a
Because
problem.
I'm the number one option when I'm on the court.
No, hell no, he's not the number
Joel
one option.
Embiid?
No.
Wait, what you say?
Joel
Tyrese
Embiid,
Maxey is averaging like 30 points. What are you talking about?
bro.
Hey, hold on.
Joel
You said
Embiid
So
is
you're
the number
telling
one
me
option
Tyrese Maxey is their number one option, bro.
this year because Joel Embiid is injured. I'm just talking about
When
overall.
he was on the court, he was averaging 30
Bro,
plus.
get
Easy.
out of here.
No,
Joel
he's not.
Embiid
Okay,
is
go to the games where Joel Embiid was playing. He was still averaging 30
Bro.
points.
Wait, who has the
What do you mean?
MVP again?
It don't matter who has the MVP.
who has the
No, just like LeBron said, he had MVPs. But no, LeBron had MVPs, and he said who was the number one option? AD, right?
Okay, but
Okay, no. Ain't no okay, because that takes away he has the MVP.
No, it don't, because that's a
nigga.
lie.
When you watch them play,
lies.
they go through
It's
Joel
not true.
Embiid. They don't go through Maxey. He's the second option.
He's
Joel
not the
Embiid is gonna shoot
option.
first. If he can't shoot, Maxey's gonna shoot.
Maxey's the number one option. If he's
No,
scoring
he's
more
not.
points with ease.
That's crazy to
Bro,
say that.
you are
Is he not?
crazy.
Is he not?
You're looking at this year. I'm looking at overall, the whole career. The
Overall.
team is Joel Embiid's. It's
Okay,
Joel Embiid's
hold on.
team.
You can't focus that on the whole career.
That's what we're talking
Why are
about.
you- okay. So you're saying if Jaylen Brown, not even Jaylen Brown, let's go to a different player. So D'Angelo Russell, say he was averaging 20 points his whole career.
Yeah.
Is he a number one option on the Nets now?
I mean, he would be if he was averaging
He's
more
not the number
points.
one option. Cameron Johnson is.
Okay, but he's not averaging that.
Oh, Cam
You
Thompson.
said career though.
Cam Thompson would be number one option for the Nets. Not
You say career though. You said if he had averaged more points the whole career.
Right.
Why is he not their number one option?
I don't. What are you
He's
talking
not
about?
averaging
He's not.
right now.
Because he didn't
That's
average
my
that. He
point.
didn't average that.
No, but
he would be the
but
number
you
one
said-
option.
You said, but Embiid was averaging more points his whole career, so that's why he's the number one option. So that's why I brought
Yeah.
up D'Angelo Russell. Why
Right.
is he their number one option if he averages more points than Cameron Johnson his whole career?
Because he's
Well,
the
for
young.
one.
Well, because I don't
Cam
know.
is hurt too. Though.
I don't know.
This nigga said, because I don't know.
Nigga, why you like that? That don't even make sense to me. What are you talking
That's
about?
what you said. You literally brought up because Joel Embiid averages more points his whole career. That's why he's the number one option. So I
I
brought
don't
up
even
D'Angelo
remember
Russell.
saying that. I
literally- no,
honestly
you
don't
literally
even
said-
remember
okay.
saying that.
But that's the whole reason why I brought that up. That's why I'm just like, that's not a valid point.
No, I'm just saying
Well, even-
it's been Joel Embiid's team his whole career.
Yeah.
He's been
And
the
since he got
the
drafted.
number one
That can't
option
be
his
team.
whole
That's not his
career.
team no more.
It's
That ain't
still
gonna
his
happen.
team.
Because
It don't matter how you
It's not
feel.
his team
Nigga,
no
watch
more.
them play. If Joel Embiid's on the court, he's
I'm
scoring
telling you right now, that
first.
nigga about to get traded.
It don't
That's nice.
matter, nigga. I was so confused. You saying Maxey's the number one option? I'm like, huh? Since when? I've never heard that.
He their number one option.
You just
Maxey
like Maxey
never-
better, that's all.
Yeah.
Maxey
It's like-
never been number one option.
It's not even, he's just their number one option.
Shit, I don't even
Because
Quentin-
Joel's
what's his name?
not
Quentin Grimes
there.
number one option
He's
right
not
now.
there.
Quentin Grimes, no, he's not.
They-
And then you gotta think about it. Maxey's out.
So Quentin
So
Grimes
he's
is number one
their
option.
point guard right now. No, I'm saying because he's their point guard right now. That's their only point guard. They have other bigs. Obviously, their bigs is not going to be. Their bigs is like the old dude from what? What is it from France?
Yabusele? Is it
Huh?
Yabusele?
Yeah,
Sure, I don't know how you say his name.
but that's
He
that's
dunked on
equivalent of
Bron.
saying-
That was the nigga that dunked on Bron.
That's the equivalent of saying like
Yeah, that's the reason why he got signed because he dunked on Bron.
That's like equivalent of saying like D'Angelo Russell was number one option because he averaged more points. He's not the number one option because of that. He's number one because everybody hurt. Cam
No,
Thompson
I would
is
say
the number one option of the team.
Yeah, he was the
I would say-
number one
I would say-
option.
You said what?
Huh?
And I was just saying, Cam, he's the Nets' number one option, right?
Yeah,
He is the number one option.
Right. So you
Niggas,
wouldn't.
niggas are watching the Nets for him. Nobody else.
I mean, niggas ain't
I don't
even
even
watching
think the
the
niggas
Nets.
are watching the Nets.
Honestly,
I'd
But
rather
shit,
go
they
watch the
tie
Teletubbies.
right now. They tie right now. Nets and
I will watch the
the
Teletubbies.
Celtics. Next, they
I'm with
tie
you.
right now, or they're not tied anymore.
You said who?
Nets is up now.
No, I mean Tatum and Brown out. So
But Porzingis playing.
Oh, he got 16.
yeah, but you gotta think about it. They're not used to not having neither one of their main stars playing. So it's like they just doing anything they want.
I ain't trying to hear that.
They could do
Our
that,
nigga
though.
Was out. Our niggas was out, and niggas want to say we lost. So niggas, they lose.
Ooh.
Nigga, they lose. Nigga. Mobley was out. We lost to the fucking match.
That's one star though.
That's 18 points we needed. We score 122 points
I mean,
every
y'all
game.
only lost by 5.
We average 122.
Shit, y'all
That's
average
18 points.
y'all
Nigga. That's
average
the
103 that
122.
night. Nah, yeah, I don't know.
Damn.
I feel like it's crazy though because Ty Jerome was talking crazy to Paulo. Like he's like, if I was on that team, I would be a starter. I'm just like,
He a
I mean,
bucket.
but then again, that's if you really think about it, him saying that, that's not like a flex, really. That's just letting you know how bad their team is without their other than their 2 stars. That's it.
I
Yeah.
was just thinking about something because we was talking about the Cavs on the last podcast, and I was saying if one of the Cavs like stars gets injured, who's gonna step up? And y'all was saying DG and some other names, but
No,
this
the one
that
that was
game
out is the one we said.
Mobley. So he's the only nigga. He's the only nigga that can step up.
Yeah. No, we said when we said that if one of the stars was out,
Yeah.
that's who would step up. But he was the one who was actually out.
So is he the only nigga that can step up?
No, but then again, when you look at it, you got Donovan Mitchell who are 9 for 28.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like those are the problems when you should be taking. If you're taking 28 shots and you can't even make 10 of them, you went 3 for 14 from 3. At some point, you gotta realize, damn, nigga, I can't shoot a 3 this game.
I mean, they're a 3-point shooting team, right? Sante, y'all be shooting threes, right?
We are number 2.
That's
My
y'all
camera.
game.
We're number 2 in 3 points and 3-point percentage. Yeah.
My
Yeah, that's
camera.
their game. Just like the Celtics.
Ah.
But Evan Mobley is a big part of that. If we're gonna win anything, we got to have a full healthy team.
Okay, so if he's out, y'all not winning. Is that what you telling
It's gonna
me?
be hard. It's gonna be hard. Yeah. That just proved it because if Donovan Mitchell
So
shooting 9 for 30, bro,
why
it's
isn't
like
anybody else stepping up then?
because Mobley is the second option of the team.
Right, but
He's the
now
most
he's out.
consistent after.
So who's gonna step up?
I think. I
I mean, if you think about it, that game, Jared
I'm-
Allen did step up because he had 20. That
It
nigga
wasn't
don't
enough,
average.
though.
He don't get 20 like that often.
It wasn't enough.
I'm gonna go.
thing
You're
with
right. It
Mobley-
wasn't.
Yeah.
With Mobley in particular, he's a big part of their defense as well. So that's why there's a lot more pressure on him. And in the hierarchy of the team, he's one of their better defenders. So there's more pressures on him because he can play both sides very well at a decent clip. Where Jared Allen, he can, but I feel like Evan Mobley plays a little bit more. He plays defense better, in my opinion. I think so.
I think Evan
So where
Mobley is definitely yeah.
yeah,
Go ahead.
so it's like it's just more pressure on him all around to step up. I feel like
I
that's
agree.
why.
I agree.
Of course you agree. That's your team.
Well, no, because that's funny as hell. But I do agree this just because though, like I mean, Jared Allen is a big part of the defense. But if you missing a whole another twin tower and he not even there, who else gonna play up? I'm not putting TT in there.
You kind of stuck.
You stuck. Like it's like, all right, now I gotta average 20. I gotta average 20 and 20 to even be close to the game.
I forgot they got Tristan Thompson.
So I mean,
But doesn't that make the Celtics a better team? Because if one person's missing, they could just replace him with somebody else that could score 40.
I mean, that happened one game though. I mean,
I don't
you see
think
now they struggling with the Nets right now.
They're gonna win the game. I'm not tripping. They're gonna win the
You
game.
never know.
They're gonna win the game.
the only thing is though, the Boston could win, but they all have to play. Like nobody can sit out. They all have to play.
Your team is the same way. The Cavs the same way.
No. For them to win back to back, like yes, I'm a Cavs fan. Like niggas ain't really looking for the Cavs to go to the fucking championship.
You are.
No, I do have every sports team mine. I know when to get to like a certain point, my heart gonna be shot. Like, damn, I knew that shit. I knew them niggas was gonna do that.
Yeah.
But for Boston, though, you got Peyton Pritchard that also had like 100 and something threes off the bench, and Derek White, like Porzingis came back, so you got a team. So
Thanks.
if one player don't play for Boston, it's over. But if they all play together, And without injuries, it's over for the league for a
That's
while.
any team. That's
Unstoppable.
most teams though.
No, not like
No,
them
but
though.
them
That
really.
team is
I don't know. I feel
fully
like
built
one of
though.
them can sit out like a couple
Yeah,
games. That'd be cool.
No, they not sitting out.
they
Nobody's sitting
can.
out.
So
Like
who can you? So who you
Porzingis
think
could
can
sit
sit out
out
then?
for real. Porzingis could
Put an
sit out.
example out there. Like who's somebody you
Out of
say
the,
can sit
no,
out?
I'm saying out of the starting five, if one player out of that starting five has to sit out, they're going to be good. They have a bench.
Mhm.
That's what I'm saying. Give me one. So if you say that, who's one of the
Literally,
starters that can
anyone
sit
do
out?
that 1 through 5. Any single player you want to pull.
So if Brown sits out, they can still win.
Yes.
No,
Yes, yes,
they're
Why
not
can't
winning.
yes,
they?
They're not
yes,
They
winning.
messed up
They're
right
yes.
not.
there.
Why
They gonna
can't
sit out.
they?
They gonna
Man.
win.
No,
Why can't they?
No.
Explain to me why they can't.
Because,
Why
like he said,
they
they
can't
need the
win?
whole team to play together.
They have a bigger depth on their bench than any other team right now.
They don't. But
Who has a better depth on the bench?
well, we have two top 5 6 men on our bench. So, and we got and we got who we got? So we got Hunter, and we got
Ain't Hunter a starter?
He
Nah.
really a 6-man. He really a 6-man.
Yeah.
Okay, so other than him, who else?
We got some niggas I can't remember off the top of the dome. But
Shit, you
Damn,
can't remember them
nigga.
niggas.
That's your team, bro. He's like,
I mean, no, don't get me wrong. I feel
you
like
talking about a full
my
team.
favorite player off the Cleveland's bench is Ty Jerome, other than Hunter. But those are the only two I know on y'all's bench.
Because I feel like
That bench-
with us, we always alternate. There's gonna be new niggas starting, new niggas not starting. So we don't really have a full automatic like, oh, you on the bench for sure the whole time.
Do
We
you
switch
think
up.
that'll be a problem though in the playoffs?
No, I don't think so.
You don't
Not
think so?
for us.
I feel like definitely with
We've been
some of
doing it all
those
season.
not having that experience in the playoffs either. You don't think that's gonna be a problem?
Nah, because we all was there last year. The same team there last year, there, right there, except for Hunter.
True.
So
I
everybody
don't know.
there from last year.
I just feel like that Celtics bench is this.
So if we go back to Boston, so Porzingis not playing the whole playoff series. So if you take out Porzingis and one of the stars, they losing the playoffs.
that's the same
series.
for y'all.
No, I'm talking about for them.
But I'm saying it's the same exact same situation for y'all. A starter
No,
goes
for them
out.
to win, yeah, but for them to win back-to-back championships,
Yeah.
they will have to have everybody play.
I mean, yeah. Essentially,
Like
yeah.
in general.
Yeah. That'd be their
So you
best
say
chance.
they have to win. I mean, they have to play every single game in the playoffs.
Yes.
See, I don't think so. I feel like one of them, like if they go in, like they get injured, say one game, I feel like they'll be able to still win that game without a starter, one starter.
I think so too.
I don't
Because
know.
it's 7 games, so it's like I don't see it really
It's a lot of
affecting them
bigs.
much.
I could be wrong, but correct me if I'm wrong. It's a lot of big play, like bigs, like fives in the East. And without Porzingis and he don't play, and Al Horford is old as hell, you need him to play.
I would say
And if
you going
Jalen Brown,
you
if
going to need him
Jalen
to play
Brown's
for
out,
sure.
if Jalen Brown is out, then
But who's really like what big is really making noise in the East though?
it's not about making noise. It's the nigga that this is.
I mean,
The
yeah,
bigs that are
like you
actually
said, it's
playing,
not
they
really about
in
making noise.
position.
It's as long as you can be valuable to that 5, you don't have to be a big name.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean
bro,
Al Horford
Detroit,
is valuable.
They
I think he's
if they
valuable.
play Detroit and Isaiah Stewart playing, like I know Isaiah Stewart ain't the best, but Isaiah Stewart is a big dude that you have to see.
I mean,
And without,
that nigga really soft though.
And also Al Horford not going in the post with him. He gonna be at the 3-point line.
I
Yeah,
definitely take Al Horford
Horford's-
over that nigga.
he's
Oh,
dookie.
You said what, dog?
Yeah. Al Horford's a different story because he's Sante said that's a good explanation. He's dookie, but he's older and he's not.
He's
the
not
defender that he
dookie
once
though.
was.
He's nice. He's
I
nice,
mean,
low
he was.
key.
I ain't gonna lie. When
He's
they was
nice.
playing the Lakers, his feet was moving. So I'm not gonna
Mhm.
say that he's not gonna be able to do that in the playoffs.
I don't see it. I don't see him going crazy in the playoffs.
That's why
Nah,
that's
we
why
ain't
you
say
need
he was gonna go
We're not
crazy.
saying going
Nah.
crazy.
you
Yeah,
know.
we ain't saying
That's why you need
that.
another big man to help the old nigga out. If
Yeah.
next big man not playing, then he got too much work on his back.
Who they backup
Mhm.
big? I don't even know they
Luke
backup.
Cornett, which is, he like 7'1", 7'2", and then they got like I think his last name like Quifa.
You said Laquita?
No,
Shaniqua.
where the hell you hear Lud? Well, I'm saying I think that's like another one. I think he like 7'2". So they got big 7 foot. Then they got Xavier Tillman. He used to play for Grizzly. He's not really like something I'll be like, oh yeah, that's a good spot.
Mhm.
So you think they good at the big position?
I don't think they good at the big position.
I was talking to Mar. I know you don't think they good.
I feel like that'd
At
be
the
cool.
at the big position, that's over with. They good guard wise. The big wise, pause. Like they don't have it. If
I feel
Porzingis
like
not playing,
they'd be solid.
Yeah, I feel like they don't really need a big. I mean, this NBA.
Yeah, because you gotta really think about it. This season, I feel like teams shoot so much threes
the
for no
best teams
reason.
got bigs right now. The best two teams got bigs. OKC's big is like
He not a big.
Jalen Williams somewhat, but
He not a big.
he's a
Bro.
He's a Draymond Green big. Like
True.
so, I mean,
Well, Harkenstein, is he a center?
who?
Harkenstein?
So yeah, he a center.
Okay. He played for the Thunder, right? Or because he
Yeah.
got traded
Yeah.
from the Knicks. See, yeah, like
And then
teams don't really have a lot of bigs. I don't really think the bigs is gonna be an issue if they do end up making it that far.
If they play the Knicks, who gonna win?
You said if they play the Knicks,
Yes,
if who play the Knicks? The Celtics?
Boston. Yes.
Boston, Massachusetts, Celtics play the New
How
York
many?
Knickerbockers.
How many games? How many games they're gonna win?
It's gonna be over after the first two games. The Knicks gonna quit.
Not even.
They're gonna
right.
get blown
Hell
out
nah.
the first two
I mean,
games.
but the only
Oh,
problem with
bro.
the Knicks, like we
That
had last
five,
episode,
they 5.
no, but you can't say that because A5 is not consistent.
Mm-mm.
You got to think about it. Michael Bridges is not going to be consistent.
Mm-mm.
But what's his consistency though?
You getting, it's really hard to say that you even getting 17 points.
Nigga, I'm getting as long as I'm getting 45 minutes out of this nigga, he's consistent with me.
You gonna get 45, but what is he gonna get for you? Because he don't rebound all like that.
He played
He'll
defense.
give you about 2 or 3 assists a game,
He played
2 or
defense.
3. That's
and
crazy.
he'll give you like
He's the
on a
second best.
good day he gonna give you 20 points. On a bad game, which would probably be the next game 2, he gonna give you like 9 points, 11.
right now he's
Like,
averaging
in
17.
the playoffs, you need to be consistent every out of those 7 games.
Go ahead. What you say, Dave?
I was saying they haven't made it that far yet. I was like, hell, Dave.
Dave's not chicken.
No.
Dave's not chicken.
A week.
No, I accidentally
He
texted
said
you
that
and
way.
called you Dave, so he that's what he got in his head right now.
Oh, so it's your fault.
Nah, I didn't. It was Siri's fault because I text Dog, but it said Dave.
So not but lie. Of course we gotta see when they finally, if they get there. Well, they'll make it because they're a top team in the East. But right now, Mikal Bridges is averaging 17.7 points, 3.2 rebounds, 3.5 assists, and he's at a 49.9 field goal percentage.
So
which is pretty good.
that's cool and all, but he was talking about when they play the Celtics. When he plays the Celtics, see how much points he had. See, no, I want you to go through those games, see how much points he had when he played the Celtics. I think the most points he had was like 15, 16. Both of those games.
That's not wrong. That's still in the same realm of his point scoring. His defensive production, his offensive production.
But that's the thing, though. All right, so like I said with OG, he's not going to score 20 plus every game.
But he could.
He could, but in the playoffs, you think he's going to score? He'll probably have 1 or 2 games out of that 7 series where he scored 20, right? He's going to get you about 4 rebounds. Now, don't get me wrong. That's a defender right there. That's their defender. Now, Jalen Brunson, that's really your main go-to scorer other than Cat. Josh Hart's going to get you your rebounds and assists. there may be about 2 or 3 games where he gets you 10 points, but it's not likely.
Pretty consistent. What I found, so versus the Celtics for the 24-25 season, he's averaging 15.4 points, 3.6 rebounds, and 1.8 assists. So his assists are taking a hit. His rebounds, he's actually
he
averaging
playing worse
slightly more,
against the Celtics.
and his points, he's 2 points
Exactly.
less.
He's playing worse against the Celtics. So it's
Damn.
like if they
But
have to
only
face them, in that 7-game series,
Yeah. Mm-mm.
you know what I
I
mean?
mean, all I'm saying is, if he averages 15 against him now, he averaged 17. That's not that big of a gap. Where he could still get 18 or 19 in the average of the playoff series.
because it's a
I don't think
15.4, so technically that's 16 points too.
so. I wouldn't expect him to drop in the playoffs if he already averaged 17. He's going to average at least 21 points, at least.
You
21.
think he'll average 21?
Oh man.
Because he's going to take more shots and get more points than Josh Hart, which means he takes over Josh Hart's points, I think.
But do you
Who's he
not
taking
think
shots
that,
from though?
Hmm?
Who's he
Huh?
taking shots from?
What you mean?
Josh Hart. I'm saying Josh Hart.
Josh Hart don't be shooting like that.
That's why
I
he's
mean,
going to take the shots.
but you gotta think Josh Hart and OG, they shoot together, I say 15, 16 times a game. So if he's taking those from them, that is the difference.
But OG been hooping lately, right?
Yeah, but that's not like I said, in the playoffs out of those 7 games, are you going to be hooping every game out of those 7 games?
I mean, if he hooping now, like I'm gonna be like, nigga, you not taking my shots. Nigga, I'm playing good right
You don't got
now.
no
Like,
choice. You got
I
no
mean, yeah,
choice
but
about
you
my.
really ain't got
what
no
you mean
choice.
he ain't got no
though.
choice. He does have a choice. He's playing good ball. So you're not taking my shots.
It don't. You gotta first off, you gotta realize who their coach is. It don't matter if you're playing good ball.
Mm.
Even though you're playing good ball, they're still going to go through the number 1 and the number 2 first.
Right,
Bro,
of
If
course.
they
Josh
can't get nothing
averaged.
going, okay, then OG, you come in.
Right. So
Josh
that's
Hart
what I'm
averaged
saying.
10 points a
Mikal,
game.
like, he's just gonna get whatever he can get. It's just gonna be JB and Towns. They gonna get majority of the shots. And then
Of
OG,
course.
Hart, and Mikal just gonna get what they could get.
But okay, so what me and Tay is saying is Michael's going to be that third option. Then
I
it's going to
disagree
be
with
OG.
that. I disagree. I think OG gonna be the third.
Josh Hart averaged 10 points this season and 6 boards and 3 assists. I'll be damned if he says, "You're not taking my shots."
I was talking about OG. I ain't saying anything about Josh Hart.
I thought we were talking about Josh Hart before. He was
I
like,
said
"You're not taking my
OG.
shots." Okay.
That was OG.
I mean, OG he gonna get hurt in the playoffs. Like, is it?
Damn,
Man.
why you putting that on him? That's messed up.
That's true.
man. Nah, that
That
ain't
nigga stay
true,
hurt.
Now
man.
wait and see.
That
That
nigga
ain't
stay
true,
hurt.
dog. That ain't true. That ain't true.
So he like AD then.
Damn, the Hawks game just
Hey.
ended. Damn. By
So
30,
okay,
32
OG
points.
and OG and Bridges average same amount of points.
You said OG and who?
And,
Bridges.
Bridges.
Michael.
Oh, okay.
Mikal Bridges average same points.
Right.
And I think Josh Hart is not averaging 10 points in the playoffs. He might get like 4 points.
Like I said, there's going to be 2 games where he probably score
And
over 10.
they split those shots up. Well, at least I think they split those shots up being made between those
And then
two.
you think about it, Hart's more of a rebounder and a passer. He really doesn't focus on shot. He's going to shoot. If he know he can take you to the rim, yeah. But most of his shots going to come from 3.
He averaged more rebounds than OG, so like I would expect him to be an offensive factor.
Yeah.
He averaged 7 rebounds a game. His OG averaged like 4, maybe 2 or 4.
Okay, so you think the Knicks are gonna win because Mikal Bridges is gonna average 3 or 4 more points in the playoffs? That's what I'm thinking.
I'm just thinking. I'm saying is their 5 can compete with any 5.
And what, the G League?
The NBA.
Looking at their record in the NBA, it seems like the
League
NBA
is crazy. That is disrespectful.
They're not that far behind them.
He
though.
said compete with
Yeah,
anybody.
they
No, they no. There's some teams they cannot compete with.
I mean,
obviously,
but then
teams
again,
over 500.
like we talked about before, against teams that's over 500, they 13 and 17,
Mm-hmm.
and then under 500, they like what 28 and 6.
Yeah, of course you can smack the trash teams. We better be able to.
See,
Mhm.
trying to find
So we'll
what
see.
seed they are.
We will
They
see.
should be the number 2 seed.
The Knicks are 3
No, they're the
seed.
number 3 seed.
Yeah.
They 43 and 24, and
So
then
out of
Boston is
15,
49 and 19.
yeah, out of 15 in their conference, them being top 3, that's pretty heavy standing. That's pretty high standing for them not being able to beat teams in the NBA.
Shit. That don't mean
I
nothing in the
mean, that's
playoffs.
but like I said, I still told you the stats. They 13 and 7 against teams over 500.
Still better than other. They're still ranked higher.
That means
Honestly, at that
nothing.
point, it's not going to matter.
I
You
mean,
can
I
still
remember
be ranked.
earlier.
Okay,
Hold
so
on.
you're telling me just because they're ranked higher that they can't lose to a team a little one spot or 2 spots under them in the playoffs?
No, not at
Why
all.
can't they?
I'm just.
It happens all the time.
No, I'm not saying that at all. But I'm saying.
Okay, so here's the teams that's below the Knicks right now: the Bucks,
Yeah.
the Pacers,
Mhm.
Pistons, Hawks, and Magic. Any of those teams could beat the Knicks.
How you figure that? Maybe the Bucks.
Any
The
of those teams
Bucks,
could be anybody.
So
for real.
you don't think the Pacers can beat them?
I don't think the Pistons can beat them. I don't think Tyrese Halliburton. I don't think they can beat the Knicks.
You
I
must
don't
not
see
watch. You must not watch the Pacers because they actually are a good team.
like you
Yeah.
said.
Even
Any
without
team.
Tyrese like doing what he has to do, he's not. I'm
No.
not saying Tyrese is going to have to score 30 points a game.
No, I'm saying any team. I forget who said that, but any team can beat any team on a good night, bad night, whatever.
Yeah.
we
But
talking
if
about
they
playoff
are
series
going,
though. I'm talking in
yeah,
playoff
but I'm
series.
saying, yeah, playoffs, they locked in. No, the Pacers not beating them.
Yes, the
Detroit is
Pacers.
not beating them.
The
The
Pacers could
Bucks
beat them.
might. If Giannis decide to just go crazy,
So you
yeah,
telling
he
me?
can beat.
So you telling me the Bucks have a better team than the Pacers?
I
Yeah,
believe
I guess.
so. Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Really?
do.
They
They
got
do.
Dame and
Yeah.
They
Giannis.
do.
That why
And
wouldn't
then
they?
more people.
I feel
And then
like the Pacers
Kuz,
have a
And
better
Kuz,
Bobby
starting five.
Portis.
Well,
Bobby
actually, no.
Portis,
Because you
Devin
gotta really
Booker.
think about it. Because Bobby Portis will be coming back.
Mm-hmm.
So that's if that nigga come back. Because that nigga been
He
going through
coming
some
back.
shit since he got robbed. But
He coming back. He coming
He
back.
coming back. He
no,
get paid
I'm not
$200
saying
million.
he ain't coming back. But it's like when his career get robbed, that nigga was going through some shit, and then he took some shit to where he got a violation to where he got suspended. But
He was
let's
juicing.
see. I'm just hoping he
Yeah,
don't pull a Chandler Jones. I don't know if y'all know who he is. That nigga,
Hell
tripping.
nah.
That nigga was
Chandler
on the
Jones.
spectrum. Yeah, he NFL player.
Oh, like
John
Doc?
Jones is cousin.
Oh, Chandler Jones from the Seattle Seahawks.
I think it was John Jones' cousin or something like that.
John.
Yeah.
Oh.
He
That
has a
nigga,
brother that played in NFL too.
Mm.
They
I
got
don't know if
very
it was his
athletic
brothers because
players.
it's one of them, but bro's tweaking.
Damn.
Yeah.
But yeah, back. I just think that the Knicks aren't that good.
I think
Why?
they're gonna be a bust.
I don't
Yeah,
know, bro.
because it's like that
What?
every year.
Like, what is a
Somebody
bust
gonna
for the
get injured.
Pause. What is a bust for the next? Like, what do you see? Like, what do you
They're
actually
going
see?
they're going
Second
to
round.
win. I've said okay. So depending on let's see the playoff picture right now. Hold on.
I'm looking at it right now too.
So who would they play right now?
Pistons.
Ooh, that would be a good series.
Okay,
That's 6 games
that
right
would.
there.
I feel like they'll probably win that 4-2, right? So then who's after that?
So you got them, and then they would probably play the winner. I think the winner of Boston in the play-in.
So then they'll probably win game 1 or 2.
So there's no ceiling for the Knicks. Though. Like there could never be a bust for the Knicks. There's never been a ceiling for the Knicks though.
They're ceiling. I just don't see them getting to that third round.
Oh, they get to the third round, they win
Especially
the whole
if
thing.
they play the Celtics second round.
If they get to the third round, they win the whole thing.
Yeah, if they can actually get to the third round, I'll give it to them. They have a high chance.
You
of
talking
winning.
about the Knicks?
Shit, if they get past the second round, they win the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because they would have to play Boston.
Mm-hmm.
If that's the case.
Yeah,
I
I
if
have
they actually
zero
can
faith
beat
in the
Boston
Knicks,
and get to
bro.
that third round, then yeah, they're winning that.
Zero faith in the Knicks. I just feel like
Don't
either
turn around.
JB or Cat gonna get injured, and like
Damn,
Hey, don't
you
say
was
that shit.
just
no, no,
talking
no,
about
no, no,
Tay
no, no,
doing
no.
it. Now you doing it.
I just it just happens all the time. JB always getting injured in the playoffs. It's like how could it not happen? I just think it's gonna happen again, honestly. Damn, that shit just lagged out.
During the injury though.
Mm-mm-mm. Damn, that shit lagging too.
Is it?
Pixel.
Oh yeah, I wanted to say,
It's bad now.
we talking about sleepers, the teams that slept on last one, and I'm gonna go to Warriors, man.
Man, bro,
Warriors
what
and Rockets.
15-game win streak right now? I
They
don't know.
lost.
I think
They
they
lost.
sleepers for
They
sure.
lost. They lost last
Nah,
time.
I'm not
They
rolling.
instantly go.
I'm not rolling.
I don't know. It's something about
You
the
don't believe
Warriors.
in nobody.
I don't believe in the Warriors
Who
or
do
the
you believe
Knicks.
in?
I believe in the Celtics. I believe in the Thunder, the Nuggets,
They play them first too,
and that's
and I
it.
think they can beat the niggas too. I ain't gonna hold you. I think the Warriors can beat the
And I
Nuggets.
got a little faith in the Cavs. I ain't gonna cap.
Oh,
Oh,
I don't
You
need
said
niggas
a
you.
ain't
little
beating the
favor.
Nuggets.
I don't need you on my side, man.
Just a little
You said the
sprinkle.
Warriors. The
Yeah,
Warriors, I don't think they beat the Nuggets, dog. I
Hell
don't
I think they
know.
no.
They
can.
good.
Okay,
Nah.
The Nuggets gonna be tough to beat.
Jokic gonna have 40, 20, and 20.
you can
He
have
gonna
that,
have
and
40, 47, 20, and 39. So I'm like,
Bro,
But it's
like, all
crazy
right,
because
this
he,
ain't
he
my career
could.
now.
He could have those numbers. Realistically, he really could,
that
though.
man, what he go? What he have? Like 40? What he
He
have?
had
43, 20, and 20?
30. No, he had like 32, 20, and 20.
Mm, yeah, I seen somebody. They was like, man, that man he got a double double and a double double. They got two double doubles in one game. I was like, that's crazy when you think about it. He got 10 and 10 and 10 and 10. Like that's a
that's
whole
nuts.
different
Yeah, that's
type of
unreal.
player right there.
Yeah.
That's technically two games right there. Two or three. All in one. As far as like other topics, I know we had went through some of them that we would discuss, but is there anyone that's any topic that's sticking out in anybody's mind that you want to talk about right now?
Yeah, why
As
you
far
gonna
as
fuck
outside of
nigga?
basketball? I ain't no fuck nigga. You a fuck nigga. Fuck nigga.
Oh man.
So the
R.I.P.
Warriors,
Michelle
your sleeper
McFun.
team, Sante?
You said what, dog?
It was
Oh,
the Warriors and Rockets.
Mm.
you said
What,
that's
What
your
what,
about you,
sleepers?
Dow?
yeah, yeah.
I don't. I'm not gonna say I don't believe in sleeper teams, but if I had to say, I feel like a sleeper team. Are we talking about with the pieces they have now, or maybe if they make some trades, you see them winning?
I can't
Well,
make any trades
this
now.
year. Yeah, just this right now. Whatever they got right now with their current team.
Don't sound crazy, but Charlotte,
Huh?
Charlotte what? Hold on,
Charlotte.
hold on, Mo. Charlotte what? Repeat that. Charlotte what?
I think
Wait, they're not even in
Charlotte.
the
I
playoffs.
think
Charlotte Bobcats?
no. I'm not saying to win it. I'm just saying that are good teams that are slept on that I see that have
I'm
good
telling you right
potential.
now, Charlotte is not one of
Oh,
those.
oh, 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 oh.
They won't even. I don't even think they'll be able to taste the playoffs. Shit,
No,
they
I'm not
won't even
talking
be able
about
to taste the
playoff
play-in.
success.
Nigga, they're 17-51.
I know. I just said I'm not talking about playoff success. I'm
You
talking about
saying that because
sleeper
Michael
teams.
Jordan, one of their owners. I
No,
ain't stupid. Yep.
I
Gotcha.
believe in
Gotcha.
Melo being a top talent, and if that team,
Yeah, that team is
he's
pretty
one of the
sweet.
point guards that could take a team
Yeah, but
far.
then
I got a
again, he's
hot take
just like
about Melo.
AD. Well, his past, he's just like AD. He's injury prone.
And
Bro,
he
that
don't
team
he
is
don't
gonna
play
be
good basketball.
that
I'm gonna
team
be
gonna be
honest with you.
OD if they get Cooper flagged next year, bro.
He going to
Oh,
Utah.
Cooper Flag.
Bro, if they get him,
Oh man.
they got what's that? Him, the ball, They got like what's his name? Mark Williams. What's his name?
Mark Williams.
Williams.
Yeah, but he that's the reason why he had to get traded back because he injury prone too. He failed his physical.
Shit, and you got what's his name? Brandon Miller.
Yeah, he was out for the season, so he's gonna come back fresh.
I'm saying like all next year. So that's people. And Miles Bridges. So that's a nice little 5 or 6 piece.
27 days, nigga. 27 nights. Fuck you talking about?
Yeah, that's one team that comes to mind. I say is like a sleeper, and that's
What
why I
about
feel
to
like
win
they
the
got
playoffs?
potential.
Sleeper to win the playoffs.
You saying sleeper? Ain't no sleepers for me in my mind. I feel like it's gonna be the team. It's gonna be the former champs. I feel like the Nuggets is gonna win. I don't see any team coming out and surprising me and winning it.
I just don't think.
Well, Boston is
Nuggets will make it out the West.
the most recent champs though.
You said Boston's the most recent champ. Yeah, but
You know
before
he ain't
them,
watched basketball since 2020.
I'm weak.
I'm saying, but you got the Nuggets and then the Celtics, and you got them. If it comes down to those two teams, they are the two most recent teams to win it.
I
So you
mean,
think
to be
you
fair,
think
the
the Nuggets-
Warriors won it recently too.
So you think the
Against
Nuggets is
Boston.
going to be able to make it out the West? I feel like the Nuggets
No.
will have a harder chance to make it out the West than the top 3 in the East making it out.
I don't believe so. I feel like the Nuggets' path is looking a lot better right now than people give them credit for. I want them to win. I want them to win badly.
And I think
Jokic-
if, and the
They
Warriors got
third
Jimmy
seed
Butler
right
too,
now.
bro.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like the West has more teams that's like able to defend the Nuggets than the top 3 teams in the East. I feel like they'll have an easier run than the Nuggets in the West.
That's fair to say because that's always for the past. I don't know how long the West has always been the stronger division.
Exactly.
Only recently has the East gotten to a level where you're like, hold up now, maybe those top 4 or 5 teams, you like, okay, maybe they do pose a threat. And then that's only in recent years, but like, so the West is always gonna have a tougher path. They have more competition for sure, but I feel like their odds, just the way the way he's playing right now, and the way
also,
they're playing as a
put in the
team.
factor of what if the Nuggets got to go to 7 games, multiple rounds? You think they still gonna be able to win it? If they're going against a team in the East who only had to go 4 or 5 games each round?
I mean, it depends on the team because I don't really see anybody besides the Celtics. Because I don't feel like the Knicks or the Cavs would pose a problem for them, even in a 7-game series.
You
I think 7
You
games.
might have Tay jump through this damn camera.
Nah,
We talking about myself.
Nah, I think
I don't see.
that might be like a 6-game series for sure. The Cavs and the Nuggets.
You think it'll go 6?
Yeah, 6.
I don't believe so.
Shit. It might go
Because,
Nuggets,
5 to the
Nuggets ain't
Cavs.
sweeping nobody.
You gotta look up matchups. Like, who are you gonna match up? I mean, of course, you got Jamal Murray. He has a pretty decent matchup, but Jokic, which is their star player, he doesn't have any matchups on that team.
There's no
On
matchup for
any
Donovan
team.
Mitchell.
Yeah, but Donovan Mitchell isn't as much of a threat as Jokic.
I think Donovan
At
Mitchell's a
all.
bigger threat than Jokic, though. For us to win, he's a bigger threat than Jokic.
How you figure that?
Because I got a nigga that can drop 71 points anytime he wants to.
But that's same for Jokic, and so you got a guy that can contribute 50+ points if he wants to, if he just chooses to in a
Oh,
game.
talk your shit,
with his
dog.
assists and his points versus somebody that can only score 31.
Talk
So
your shit.
that fire is squashed out.
So if that's the case, then they both match out then evenly. That's right. We're going to cancel those 2 out. If that's the
No,
case.
I don't think they cancel each other out. I'm saying Jokic contributes more to his team.
You can't say that at this point because at this point we number 1 seed, so one contributes more than the other do.
Nah. Y'all just
No,
contribute.
as a player,
Y'all contribute equally. Like,
as a player, Jokic is contributing more to his team than Mitchell.
that's a
Because
fact.
Mitchell's a scorer.
I agree with that.
Jokic is a scorer and he's an assist leader right now. He's and his rebounds. I mean, but just points alone, he's somebody that can literally go out there and get you 40, 50, and it just be another day at the park.
But at that
You have to,
that
because your
same
team
time,
trash though.
Jokic
Your
is
team
the
is
only
trash, so you gotta do that.
contributor. But the Cavs have multiple contributors. Their
So
whole
if
starting
that's the
lineup.
case, I will take that matchup any day. Just to, I'll let Jokic get 50 points and nobody else scores no more than 10 points. I'll take that matchup any day for the Cavs to win the championship.
That's one thing. So if the other point, so if you got somebody and he doesn't have to go that crazy, but if he does have 27 points, let's say he gets 27 and he gets 9 assists, right? So you're looking at that, and then let anybody else, whether it be Aaron Gordon, Jamal Murray, anybody else be hot, that other team is probably going to lose.
But
We
that's
already
the thing,
we
though.
just said
What we were
Jamal. We
talking
just
about
said
last episode,
we said
it's not a
Jamal Murray already.
guarantee that they're going to be hot.
Yeah, there's no guarantee for any team, but I'm saying if they're both playing at their full potential, I do not see anybody outperforming the Nuggets.
And
That's just my take.
also, I am not saying Jokic is going to average 27 points in the playoffs. He's averaging 30 right now. So he has to average damn near 40 points for him to even win a playoff series.
Mm-hmm. But he's
every night.
capable of doing so.
But
If there's any player capable of doing that, he's one of them.
That is true.
he is. But I need you to win though. You probably got the hardest. You got the hardest run right now in the playoffs as we speak. If we talk about now, you play the Warriors. Nigga, they might take you to 7 games. And they got Jimmy Butler. You can do all
And
you want.
Draymond going to punch the fuck out of Jokic and get him injured for 2 games.
You can do all.
They
You
lost
can
the
do all
series.
those points. You can do all those points and assists and rebounds. At the end of the day, you got a team on your hands that could easily step on shit with the Warriors. I know niggas don't get the Warriors the respect that they used to, but any given night, them niggas can turn that shit on whenever they want.
You can say that for any team, though.
I give them respect.
Nah, you really can't.
No, you can't say
can.
anything.
If any of those top teams, if any of the top, let's say the top 4 teams on either side, Eastern or Western Conference, if they really go all in, if they really healthy, if everybody's really paying that 100, any of them could be any of them. You
The
can say
Rockets
that
ain't
for
doing
all
it.
of the top
So
teams
you
The
said
Rockets
top
ain't
4
doing it.
teams?
in either side, the East or the West. So we looking at the Bucks, the Knicks, and what was it, the Pacers,
No,
the
the Bucks,
Celtics,
Knicks, Celtics, and Cavs.
and Cavs. Okay, so any of those 4 teams, if they decide to turn up, they can beat the other teams, those other 3 teams in their division. Same for the Western Conference.
So you're saying the Houston Rockets, they could do that too against the Thunder, the Nuggets, or the Lakers?
No.
Is Houston top 4?
They
Houston
second
is number
seed.
2 right now.
What the hell that happened?
Exactly.
That's why I'm like, why are you bringing up Houston? Are you serious?
Nigga, they been top of the
They been
table for a
cooking
minute. Yeah.
Yeah. So not every team. It's just it's the real ones. The real. You don't
Mine
need
is
to be a top
them
4
niggas.
though.
I didn't.
He thought it was an error on ESPN.
I
Yeah, you
thought
gotta
it was
recalculate.
the Grizzlies or something.
They
I thought it was
4.
the
Grizzlies
They 5, I
definitely.
think. They 5,
The
they 5.
Grizzlies, they might end up having to do a play-in. Honestly, I just don't see them continue to win into the playoffs and stay in that top 6.
They might. They might. I think the Lakers going to hit a downfall for a little bit. They're gonna get like 6th seed at the end of the time. They'll go like the
You
5
leave
or
it in
something.
Nah, Brown about to come back next week.
I would say, yeah, with Brian coming back, I just don't see them
Bron don't even
bumping
need to come
down.
back.
And they still got Lemon Daddy.
He don't even gotta come back.
They got
He's a
who?
lemon daddy.
Lemon Daddy?
This nigga's cool.
I don't believe.
That's
Austin
crazy.
AR-15.
Yeah. It's funny. I call Austin Reeves baby Jerry West. My dad be cracking up. I was like, that's baby Jerry West right there. That man be going crazy.
That's crazy though, because
He
he been
do.
going stupid ever since he got another white boy on his team.
He just dropped 30.
Hey,
We was just talking about that
last 4
earlier. He
games.
just dropped 30.
Last 4 games, he been averaging over 30
Call them the
points.
double milkers.
Double milk.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Huh?
That's
The double milkers.
he going to double
That's
milk.
crazy.
That's the first time I ever heard that in my life.
I still don't know how to process that. I'm like, what?
I don't either, but it was just like, let me just say it.
Milker.
But no, it really is just crazy though. It's
Double
like,
milkers.
all right, Steve, I definitely should have said that with him being here. But it's like ever since he got there, bro, I don't know, bro, this was stupid.
He said, "My brother."
See.
Yeah.
We're gonna see. The most slept on team right now is probably
Damn, the
Timberwolves.
last
They
4
ain't playing.
games, he averaged 28
Or
points. He lived the lowest scoring game he had last 4 games was
28.
28 points.
Yeah, nigga, that was like 30
That's
the last 4 games.
crazy. Because last season, his average was like 12 points. No, last season he averaged 15.
He
He averaged
playing way
19
better
now.
now.
Yeah.
That team is scary too. I ain't gonna hold you. As much as I hate the Lakers, that team is pretty nuts.
Seems like they got AD out the way, and now he can do what he was supposed to do. And now they're having success. Look at
I wouldn't
that.
say it was AD's fault though.
Yeah, nah.
He's one of the problems. That team's biggest problems, and I'm saying it right goddamn loud, is LeBron and AD.
What you mean? They
All
have a
right,
whole new coach.
Tay, I need you to answer this question. You think Donovan gonna score 30 tonight against the Clippers?
Nah.
25, 45,
25.
25.
All right, so basically you say I need to cash this bet out. Okay, say less.
45. Bro, at this point right now, bro, I ain't even gonna hold you. I think the Cavs is playing just to be warm for the playoffs. Don't even care if they want to lose anymore at this point.
I mean, I already clinched the first seed, right?
You already yeah. I think it's just niggas just shoot the
That's
shit.
crazy because Porzingis did have 25 points.
Who winning right now?
I'm gonna say Cavs won by 7.
I'm talking about the Celtics game.
I say Cavs. I'm tripping.
Celtics
Celtics won.
Of course.
Of course, some week.
Shit.
Surprised it was
Fucking
only by 7 though.
I mean, they was
I
down.
know, my bad. They scored. They won by 8, but it's like I don't know. It's like so. Derek White went 6 for 19. Drew Holiday went 5 for 4. First off, Drew Holiday's not taking 14 shots with one. He's not even starting when Jaylen Brown and Tatum was playing. And then their second. Who the fuck is this nigga? Who was Baylor? I don't even know how to say this nigga's last name. Shriverham.
Shrivenham.
Ray Shrimber.
Peyton Richard.
Wait. Somebody they drafted. They just drafted. He scored 20. He was their second highest scorer behind Porzingis.
See?
So you got somebody else on the bench who can. Like, bro,
These
they're
random
not
ass
losing,
niggas.
bro. This is
Random
crazy.
ass niggas scored 20.
That's about to be all on Twitter tonight too.
I know Sante pissed. You're like, fuck. That's a good ass team. I don't know how we gonna get past them boys.
Man, this team is trash. They got what's his name? Torrey Craig. He's still in the league.
Yeah.
Bro, this team is Dookie Stains, bro. We about to cook these niggas. I ain't gonna
They
hold
call
you.
them Dookie Stains.
With the Clippers.
It's over.
No,
Them
he talking
two.
about the Celtics.
Oh, the Celtics?
Just looking at their roster, I'm like, bro.
They probably looking at y'all roster like, oh, they chicken right now.
Them niggas look at our roster like, oh shit.
Nah.
These niggas 56 and 11. How the fuck these niggas doing that?
They like, we gotta go against Mobley.
Hey,
It's chicken. Chopped cheese.
Porzingis gonna be barbecue chicken. That's it.
Pingus. I still remember that video. I'm getting traded. That dude was so busy. He said, "Who the fuck is Pingus?"
All right, I think we just gonna end it here. It's been over an hour. We ain't getting tired.
Man, what?
Shit.
I ain't about to get on the game. I gotta be up tomorrow. I'm like, shit.
But yeah, this was a good episode.
Nigga about to be knocked out.
Hell yeah.
I'm about to put the fan on, open the window,
I'm gonna go clap some
rub my
cheeks and
feet
go to sleep.
together.
All right, we're gonna catch y'all niggas later, man.
All right.
All right, dude.
Right.